Art the Clown trailer. Around June of 2023, a Art the Clown and DVD trailer surfaced the internet. The trailer looked incredibly realistic, featuring Art the Clown from Terrifier. This got a ton of people hyped, including myself, but then people ended up getting skeptical of the trailer, to the point where they weren't thoroughly convinced if this trailer was exactly real. Turns out the trailer was just fan art. It even got to the point where the Terrifier producer, Steve Barton, posted, "Sorry guys, as cool as this is, it's not real. We do however appreciate the love and support." I know at that point it just left everybody feeling down bad, especially people who really want Art the Clown in the game. Though we already have a clown in the game, I'm very curious to see how a killer like Art the Clown would work in the game. I honestly think he would be perfect for DVD, considering how gruesome he could be. But damn, it sucks just looking at the trailer and knowing that it's just not happening. At least in the moment, because we don't know if it will ever happen. But whoever created the trailer, along with that dope music playing in the background, that is the sickest shit ever, dude. 4chan leak. Around January of 2023, a handful of chapters was quote-unquote leaked on 4chan. Those chapters included Alien, which is a coincidence because Alien is actually in the game now, Dead Space, Friday the 13th, Predator, Five Nights at Freddy's, and plans regarding Leatherface's removal. These were the quote-unquote plans and chapters that were supposed to appear in year 7. But of course this 4chan leak wasn't true. The thing about this leak is that I could see why some fell for it, because the leak does feature some big licenses that it seems like Behavior will want to go for. But this leak did come from 4chan, so lesson learned. I do remember this leak like it was yesterday, and I just took everything with a grain of salt. I think leaks where they leak multiple license chapters that are big, take those with a huge grain of salt, or just take leaks with a grain of salt, period. The leaker, who was a part of the DVD Leaks channel, came out and announced that he posted the leak, saying that the leak wasn't true. Like, don't get me wrong, I trust sources and all, especially trustworthy sources that almost always get the upcoming content right. But if it's just someone random that posts a leak, and it's just words announcing everything, that's already a huge red flag. Like, we need a video, picture, or something, because at that point it's just a trust me bro leak. Though I already figured that the leak was fake when I heard about this, I was pretty bummed out because I would love to have Dead Space in the game. I would love if that was one of the sci-fi chapters that we got, replacing Skull Merchant. Like, if we got Dead Space instead of Skull Merchant, that would have been the ultimate W. But sad times. Alien and Dead by Daylight leak. Around February of 2023, there was a leak on Reddit that on Alien Day there was going to be a couple announcements, one of those being Alien coming to Dead by Daylight. On the Reddit page, it said that Alien was coming to Dead by Daylight around May or June, that being the 7th year anniversary. Turns out that wasn't the case, and we wound up getting end transmission. Now, what I find pretty funny about this leak is that Alien literally came after the Singularity, which makes me think if they just got the months wrong, because some of the content on the leak actually started to match up. One of those being Alien Fireteam Elite, where it was announced that free DLC content was coming to the game. I know a pretty popular theory around this was that since this did leak out, that the Alien chapter was pushed back, and that's why we got Alien after end transmission. Maybe whoever leaked this did know something, but like I said, just got the information wrong. But who am I to say? I'm just glad Alien is in Dead by Daylight now. Bubba leaves Dead by Daylight. Around January of 2023, DVD Leaks posted on Twitter that Bubba was leaving Dead by Daylight. This caught so many people off guard, and they figured since the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game was on its way, that the game was probably the reason why Bubba was leaving Dead by Daylight. But of course, this wasn't the case, because sometime after, Dead by Daylight posted on Twitter, "Fret not, the cannibal isn't going anywhere anytime soon. He's hooked on DVD. If you want to avoid being lost in the fog, follow our official channels." Basically saying that Bubba was here to stay and just to be aware of leaks. Which is true, you should always take a leak with a grain of salt. People believe that this was a ploy for the devs to catch who's ever leaking out information, but that was never confirmed to be true, and it was just speculation. I assume if Bubba was really leaving DVD, it was going to be similar to the Stranger Things situation, where whoever owns Bubba, they keep Bubba of course, and whoever doesn't buy Bubba in time, then you can't get Bubba anymore. But hey, today we still have Bubba in DVD, and we got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. So W on top of a W, I guess. It's funny because when some people who heard this information, they was hyped that Bubba was leaving DVD. But like I said, if he was really leaving DVD, it was gonna be a similar situation with Stranger Things, where whoever owns Bubba, they still own Bubba, so they could still camp and basement camp till the end of time. It's like, yeah, Bubba was leaving, but he wasn't leaving at the same time because people could still play Bubba anyways. Stranger Things 2 chapter leak. So around June of 2022, a project was leaked in NDA, which consisted of a Vecna model. This Vecna model convinced people that a Stranger Things collaboration was happening with Fortnite and Dead by Daylight, but that model was later debunked. What makes this leak interesting is that another leak followed in July, which consisted of a video of Demogorgon roaming through a new variation of the Hawkins map, but this was taken as a fake video because the Vecna model was fake. So people who were convinced by the Vecna model being real, but was later debunked as it being fake, assumed that this video of the new Hawkins map was also fake, but that wasn't the case. Turns out it was two separate leaks that just happened around the same time. The Hawkins variation map was real because the leaker who posted it also leaked the Roots of Dredge chapter and the Resident Evil Part 2 chapter, that being Project W. So it seemed like a Stranger Things Part 2 chapter was in the works, but it eventually got scrapped. I just don't know how people thought that the Hawkins map variation video was fake. I mean, how can you really fake that? I mean, it looks legit in my eyes at least, but I could see why some people were skeptical considering they got fooled by the model. I do hope we get a Stranger Things Part 2 chapter one day though, because I think that would be amazing. That whole chapter within itself and just Stranger Things coming back would make a ton of money. Netflix need to stop playing. But anyways, which leak convinced you the most during its time? Let me know down below. Love y'all, take care, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, and peace.